Hi parents, it's Hazel, the occupational therapist here. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to increase attention and concentration while doing work from home. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is providing like a distraction-free environment. The way we're going to be doing that is first for the environment, making sure there's really good lighting, so lighting coming from the front instead of the back and trying to decrease glare on the screens. The second thing is putting all gadgets away that they don't need to use. So obviously if they're using a laptop or an iPad, that's fine, but if they're using an iPad, making sure their games are put away into a folder, and if they're on a computer, making sure all their games are X'd out of the internet browser, and if they have Xboxes, PlayStations, they're just put away out of sight, out of mind. The next thing is keeping everything that is required at hand, so they're not always jumping out of their chair, going to get a pencil, going to get a bottle of water, always asking, I'm hungry, and getting a snack or something like that. Making sure everything that they need is really close to them, so that it's just that arm's reach. They don't need to get up, lose concentration, and having to come back to their work and regain that concentration again. The second thing we're going to be talking about is feeding our kids really healthy foods. So there are so many studies that directly correlate the foods that our kids eat and also adults to the attention and concentration that they have. So there is heaps of studies around proteins and really healthy fats to increase attention and concentration. There are things like eggs, really good nuts like almonds and legumes. They have really good proteins in them, and foods that have a lot of sugar and caffeine will just give our kids a high spike, they have a lot of energy, and then crash really early. So making sure that they have really good proteins and healthy fats in their diet. The third thing we're going to be talking about is creating a routine or a schedule for your child. So even if it's like a really rough schedule, this will help everyone in the family. Not only will it decrease anxiety for your child because they know exactly what's going to happen next, it will create routine and normalcy with your child and for you. So when it's 12 and you have lunch every single day at 12, they know what's going to happen at 12 o'clock. If they have bath time at 8 o'clock every day, they know exactly when that's going to happen and what's going to happen. So it will decrease anxiety in them, and it will increase attention and concentration because they'll be ready for what's going to happen next. So if 10 p.m. is math and it's written there or it's shown there, they know their brain gets ready for 10 a.m. math. So that's why it's really important for. The fourth thing we're going to be talking about is setting shorter time goals. So on average, an adult can pay attention for about 42 minutes, and for a child that is much, much less. So what I like to do is set 20-minute time goals for my students. So in 20 minutes, they can read a chapter of a book, or they can complete a math worksheet, or they can go play outside for 20 minutes. And I think that's like a really nice, sweet goal. I use this for myself to clean the house. I say, okay, in 20 minutes, I'm going to do as much as I can, and I try to beat the clock. So this sets like a really good test for your kids, or they can go against something and it makes it like a little fun game how much they can do in 20 minutes. The fifth thing is setting up a reward system. So I've attached some documents for you to use for a reward system. This doesn't have to be something that you pay for. It can be stickers, it can be one-on-one time with you, it can be they go to bed half an hour later, or it's a little bit more time on their iPad. It can be anything that you and your child choose, and this will give them more motivation to have better attention and concentration. And lucky last, and I think the most important thing, is allowing your children to move around. I've included a document in the attached to this video. It's called the movement dice. One of the dice is the time, and it's like 60 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever. And the other dice is the movement. So it's sit-ups, push-ups, chair holds. You roll both of them, and then you do that activity for the amount of time the dice tells you to do. In the child version of this video, I'll be showing your children on how to do these movements if they don't know what to do. And you can be in charge of it. You can say every hour we get to do the movement dice, or between every task. So between math and English, or between lunch and science, something like that. We can do these activities just to get their wiggles out. Yeah, so I hope this video helped you guys, and I'll have another one for you next week. Thanks, bye.